Hello everyone and welcome to the PRL Advanced Auto Parts Heat Series, the Duralast Shootout at Lake Erie. This one is a non-points race. It's also the shortest race of the season. This race is 100% bragging rights. We should see some great racing here tonight. Let's get this one started, but real quick I'm going to explain how this is going to work. So we're going to have two heats of 18 cars, the first half in the first heat, the second half in the second heat. The top four will advance into the main event. There will be no last chance qualifier, unlike the regular season races. But let's get started right away with their starting lineup. So on row 1 we have the 33 of Nick Smith and the 30 of Brad Stover. Row 2 we have the 21 of John Gambit and the 19 of Chris Tejada. Row 3 we have the 13 of Jack Porkins and the 16 of Elijah Gordon. Row 4 we have the 14 of Justin Lisby and the 2 of Jay Jefferson. Row 5, we have the 36 of Eric Monaco and the 31 of Ben Crouch. And that's your first 5 rows, but let's get the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there you have it, the cars are all fired up right now. And we are ready to get this one underway. The pace car is moving and so is the whole field. I want to make an apology now if I get anyone's name wrong, which I probably already have, but I'm not used to this field yet, and so I'm still trying to learn everyone's names. This is also my first time announcing, so I apologize for any not so great announcing. The pace car will already be turning off in turn number 4. We are ready to go green. The 33 of Nick Smith will be leading him to the line, and green flag is in the air at Lake Erie in the first heat. Oh, and already we have Jay Jefferson sliding on by shorts, and Ben Crouch goes into the whole field. Number 11 of Rebecca Hawkins goes up into the air on top of the 36 of Eric Monaco. That's already going to bring out the caution. That was a huge wreck, and it was only lap 1. The big one has already happened. Nick Smith got the race back to the line, but let's go check out what just happened. So it's hard to tell from that angle what happened, because I only saw the second half of the wreck, and man, that 11 just went up into the air. But here you see the 31 Ben Crouch coming down into the 2 of Jay Jefferson, because he was in the middle 3 wide, which made the 2 of Jay Jefferson come down into the 36 of Eric Monaco, and that turned him right into the whole field, and just started the chain reaction, and the whole field just started wrecking from there on out. And that's actually gonna end this heat under yellow, which is not what I expected. So the PRL might be extending the race distance in heat number 2, but we'll have to get word on that. So that's going to make Nick Smith advance into the main event, along with the 30 of Brad Stover, the 21 of John Gambit, the 13 of Jack Porkins, and the 19 of Chris Tejada. They won't all be going to the main event. Unfortunately, no one else will be, though. And coming to the line, Nick Smith will officially get the first heat win, and he can officially brag about that. Lots of damage to the cars in the back that were in that wreck. It's already time for heat number 2. Let's get started with their starting lineup. So row 1 we have the 54 of Michael Anderson and the 98 of Julius Anderson, brothers right there. Row 2 we have the 6 of Austin Rogers and the 49 of Bradley Coker, my bad. 5 we have Jeff Lewis and someone else I couldn't see it. Row 4 TJ Smith and Austin Fell. Row 5 we have the 88 of Dylan Powers and the 7 of Adam Lewis. Man, I'm really trying to learn everyone's names. It's just really hard to, because I have 36 drivers. But anyway, the brothers will be leading them down here in row 1 into the very first corner. Michael Anderson will be on the bottom in the 54, and Julius Anderson will be on the top in the 98. So everyone is moving in this heat. No troubles for anyone. And let's see what will happen in this heat. Pace car is off. Michael Anderson and Julius Anderson will be leading him to the line. And green flag in heat number 2. And off turn number 4, Michael Anderson will lead the first lap. And that'll open up the door for Austin Rogers in the second position as the 90 of Julius Anderson will fall back a little bit. A little sick way to do it. Yes, he will 3-line in the back in the middle. That's the 7 of Adam Lewis. On top, that's Austin Fell, or Ryan Casey in red. And the 50 was also all the way bottom as TJ Smith. And these guys are still 3 wide. Not much is happening. And the 7 and the 4, they just made a little bit of contact. Like I think the 7 of Adam Lewis just came up a little bit. And the 54, Mike Anderson is trying to pull out a big lead. 98 still battling the 6 of Austin Rogers. You're going to see the 5 of Jeff Lewis and the 49. They are battling out for the last chance, or last position into the main event. Right now, if this race ended right now, the 5 would go into the main event and the 49 would not. So that's what these guys are racing for, and like for the very last position. Man, the 7, the 4, and the 50, they almost just went 3 wide again. But you see the outside line is almost stronger for Julius Anderson. Like, he is making it work and not letting the 6 go at all. And coming down to 2 laps to go, Michael Anderson has pulled out to over a second lead in a matter of 7 laps. But who will be getting in the last position? Will it be the 54, the 49 or the 5, or would it be someone else? But white flag's in there for Michael Anderson, as his lead is still pulling because 98 and the 6 are still side by side, racing it out for a second. And coming off of turn number 4, Michael Anderson will win heat number 2. And Austin Rogers will get second at 98. And Julius Anderson will get third. And I believe that was the 5 of Jeff Lewis that was able to get into that last position. It's time for now the main event. Only 8 cars will be in this main event. Row 1, we have the 54 of Michael Anderson and the 6 of Austin Rogers. Row 2, we have the 13 of Jack Porkins and the 33 of Nick Smith. Row 3, we have the 21 of John Gambit and the 5 of Jeff Lewis. Row 4, we have the 30 of Brad Stover and the 98 of Julius Anderson. So not many cars made it in out of the 36 car field. And the pace car will pull off. And this is the longest distance event out of all 3. And this is also the shortest race of the entire season. There's no points. And the 98 Julius Anderson will have to come to pit road. He has some sort of trouble. I'm not sure what that is. But there's no waiting for him as pace car's off, and he's going to have to come down the pit road as his brother Michael Anderson will be leading him to the line. Green flag. Michael Anderson will be starting another heat in first. And Michael Anderson will lead the first lap, and Austin Rogers was almost there, but he just couldn't get it done down the bottom side. Still trying to do it, but not quite. He's right on Michael Anderson's bumper. Austin Rogers looks like he is just better so far at making the inside line, just being able to dive it down there a lot more than the 54 Michael Anderson can. The issue for Austin is at the bottom, your car will slide up coming off the corner, and you're going to get out of the gas so you don't end up coming into, or in his case, coming up into the 54 and risk taking both of you out. So he has to get off the throttle when he gets to the inside, and that's really what is making the outside line work so well for almost anyone that's racing it, is because if the person bottom, if they just went with their line, they would end up taking each other out. As you can see now, everyone's trying to run like the middle of the track and coming up into the high lane. Like that's what would happen if they were on the bottom. You see in the back, it's the only 2 wide racing we have. That's Jeff Lewis and the 30 of Brad Stover, as they're side by side racing out for second or third to last, my bad, because the 98 has some sort of trouble, and we still don't know what that is that was causing all the trouble and forced him to come down the pit road. But up front, the 6 of Austin Rogers still has not been able to really make anything work on Michael Anderson, as he's trying to come off the corner. Like, he just seems like he has the better car, just it's so hard to pass at this track. It's very challenging. That's what really makes all the racing here so great. As you see, he's trying to get to the bumper again. It's just not enough. Like, on the outside line, you just have such a strong run coming off the corner. And the 6th Austin Rider is just back on the bumper of Michael Anderson. But he went up a little bit too high. I don't know if he got tight or what, but that's going to give up time. As we now have 3 laps to go, about 10 of 12. And coming to turn number 3. This might not be enough time for Austin Rodgers now. But who knows, maybe he can do something. 2 laps to go for Michael Anderson. Can he win 2 heats here? That would be something. And coming into turn number 3, Austin Rodgers is there. White flag is in the air in the Duralast Shootout at Lake Erie. But Austin Rodgers is falling back a little bit too much, it looks like. And the 54 of Michael Anderson will be able to pull away a little bit down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Looks like Michael Anderson has locked it into position. Michael Anderson will win the Duralast Shootout Lake Erie for a non-points race. And let's take a look at your results. The winner is Michael Anderson. And second place, Austin Rodgers. Third place, Jack Porkins. Fourth place, Nick Smith. And rounding out the top 5 will be the 21 of John Gambit. It was a very short race, unlike all the other races will be this season. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. I will see you guys tomorrow for the very first race of the season. Very first points race, I should say. And I'll just see you guys there. Hope you guys enjoyed this. See you guys at Lake Erie for race number 1.